Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Today is still Sunday, September 8th, 2024. And as y'all know, I like to go out on the town a lot, right? Not a lot, but on the weekends, do stuff. I'm an outgoing person. I'm not a homebody. I'm not one of them people. I'm too old to be doing this. You need to sit down somewhere. You still going out? Yeah, I still go out. I still go out and enjoy myself. I don't drink or smoke or anything like that. Don't get high, but I get high on life. And I love to live and do stuff for the little time we may have left here on this planet. I'm going to make the most of what I can do, right? So I still go out, and as I stepped out yesterday evening after I watched the game, I was sitting on pins and needles watching the game. And hopefully my team, Alabama, will get some chemistry going, play a little bit better. We got a new coach, pretty much knew everything. A lot of true freshman players stepping up. So we'll be all right. But I'm hoping they'll start going to 2:30 games, earlier game, not 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock games like that, because I'm a diehard Alabama fan. It's going to be hard for me to go live in Alabama playing. So I didn't go live yesterday. I know, but it's just something about me in Alabama. So y'all bear with me. It's football season. And if I can't do it on Saturdays, I'm going to have to change days. I did go Thursday. I'm not going to stop the live, but if Alabama playing at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, up in that time, it is what it is. So anyway, on to the topic. We know that as men, the struggles we've been having in the dating market. If you're out here dating, looking for a woman, you want to entertain a woman, you want to be involved with a woman, what have you, then you're familiar with the struggles that we've been having. Well, not me, because I ain't out here trying to date. But if you were somebody that was trying to date, which I was at one time, I stopped. It got too bad for even me. And I don't struggle to get women. And I couldn't take it. So if you out here for the last few years trying to date, get a woman, have a relationship, or not just relationship, friendship, getting to know each other, the basic, in the beginning, courting, getting to know each other, what have you, it's been a disaster. It's not been in men's favor. It's like women have had the upper hand over the last few years. So when men would try to approach women, you know what you got. Rejected. Not just rejected, but nasty. Not just a simple, hey, I'm married, or I'm already in a relationship. You give her a compliment, she say thank you, and the old school women that even if they were single, if they weren't interested in you, they weren't rude about it. Well, these women nowadays, have been very rude, condescending, what have you. Look at men like we're trash just for trying to approach her, for trying to do what men were designed to do, which is pursue a woman. So men were out here for years doing what we were naturally designed to do, and women made us feel like we were wrong for that. That we were out of line, out of order just for trying to talk to them. So, as time went on, men stopped. You had more and more channels, more and more people, more and more men coming forward saying, hey man, we're going to pull back. The women are out of order. They're out of line. Pull back. Stop trying to talk to them. Stop pursuing them. Stop asking them out on dates. Stop doing anything unless you got you one where you can kick out a little $40 and get you, get squared away. Pay for you a little bit. But as far as all that other stuff, that relationship and dating and taking them out to dinner and movies and all that, we ain't doing that no more. Women had got to a point to where it wasn't beneficial for a man to do that anymore. So it stopped. And as a result of that, you start seeing the consequences, women, for every action, there's an equal and opposite of whatever we call reaction. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, but because women were acting the way they were acting, the results of their actions caught up with them. Because women were rejecting men, disrespecting men, and all other bad behavior, I don't need a man. I can do anything a man can do. Feminist, the feminism. Got it to where it is right now, the dating scene, the dating market. A bunch of single women that have woke up one day and realized, I want a man again. Once upon a time, y'all didn't even want us to speak to you. Y'all seen the video, fellas, or you've experienced it yourself. Women got to a point where they didn't even want us to speak. Don't even speak to them. Leave them be. Let her walk, get out of her car, go. I done seen video where a man was trying to flag a woman down because she had a flat tire. She, leave me alone. I'm married. Okay, she got a flat. I was just trying to tell her she got a flat tire. That's what we've been dealing with over the past few years, dealing with these modern women, right? They don't want to listen, hard-headed, want to be in charge, want to rule over the man. So, we did what we're supposed to do. We did what y'all asked us to do, which is leave you alone. Stop bothering you. When you out with your girlfriend, just trying to have a good time, I'm out chilling with my girls. I don't want to be approached by some dusty. And to y'all, all of us was dusty unless we were some type of star or millionaire or somebody like that. The rest of us was dusty. Dude with just jobs and, a car, an apartment, or a little basic little home. We was dusty to y'all. Y'all didn't want to be approached and be bothered with us. Only the so-called high value men, the men high six figures and millionaires and stuff like that. The average everyday plant worker and the truck driver and what have you, y'all don't want to be bothered with us. The guys who you see every day, the guys who you're around every day, the guys in your vicinity, you didn't want them. You wanted the guy you saw on TV, on the video, on the movie, on the song. Y'all wanted them guys. That you're looking at Real Housewives of such and such. The life they live and flying over here, they getting flued out. Y'all want that life. So the guys that you really were supposed to be with, that you really had an opportunity to be with, really had a chance to be with, see them guys y'all seeing on TV, y'all ain't, a woman should try to get with a guy she see on a regular basis. Not them fantasy guys y'all seeing on TV. Y'all don't even see them guys in real life. Women out here taking pictures, paying $1,100 to take a picture with Chris Brown, but won't take her own man on a $70 dinner date. A man supposed to pay for this, man supposed to pay for the date, but you pay $1,100 to take a picture with Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't thinking about you. But because he's some fantasy on TV, on records, on videos, that's what y'all wanted. Somebody who was out your league. The men that were in your league, you didn't want them. A woman should only want a man she sees on a regular basis. A man that she's around. A man on her level, but now y'all ain't want that. So therefore, the men that were available to you, you rejected them. You turned them down. Now you got what I saw last night as I was out again on the town, as I've been seeing a lot of lately. I stepped out to a nice event for a car club that I was thinking about joining. It's called the Drop Top Riders. You know, it's a car club of old convertible, old school cars. It's a car club. Like you got motorcycle clubs, you got car clubs. Well, this is a car club with just all convertible old school. And that's what I got, right? So I was asked to join the club, and I went to they had an event last night, what we call a cabaret, like a nice outing of a group that rents a building. Y'all know what a cabaret is. If you don't, oh well. So I went in last night. Women everywhere. Beautiful women. Everywhere. When I walked in. And when I walked in, I say 90% of the women in there were with their girlfriends. Handful coupled up. Just a handful. I mean, like 5 couples. The rest of the women with their girlfriends. And probably, I say, if it was 300 women in there, it was probably 40 men. 300 women, 40 men. I bullshit you not. When I walked in the door, which I know I stood, but not like this. When I walked in the door, those women's eyes, like Denzel or somebody walked in this bitch. Oh, my ego in my head when my chest stuck out even. I'm looking around like, I know I look good when I step out, when I get cleaned up. But not like this. Not this attention I'm getting. This ain't got nothing to do with big war, just look good. This is a sign and a result of what women have caused for themselves. This is a consequence of their actions. To where now, I've come to the conclusion, fellas, now we're back to a point in time, at least in my area, what I saw, or what I'm seeing. Now we're back to a point in time where it's good to be a man again. This is the best time to be a man on the dating scene. Y'all might say, you know what, it's too late, big war, they ain't doing it. But now is a good time. If you want to deal with women, you can feel like dealing with women, now is a good time to start back dealing with women again. Not all of them, you gotta vet them out and weed them out. But now is a good time to start back dealing with women again. A lot of them have been getting slapped upside the head so much by their actions. I told y'all life and experience is the best teacher. Life is undefeated. Life will teach you a lesson that nobody else can teach you. Life is teaching these women lessons. Life is teaching these women, you need a man. When they thought they didn't need a man, life came along and said, hold my beer. Life came along and showed these women, you need a man. Now they're receiving the lesson. And I saw that last night when I walked in that building and all those eyes lit up when they saw a man walk through the door. And all of them sitting there with women. And a man walk, I'm talking a man. I ain't talking about no little scrub punk, these YouTube dudes, the ones emailing me, the ones making videos about me and all that. I ain't talking about them type of men. I'm talking about a man walked through the door. Me, a man. Boy, them eyes got bucked. I'm looking around, I'm like, I had to check myself, is they looking at me? All these goddamn women looking at me. So I still ain't trying to do that. So I went to my seat, I'm soaking up all this energy. all this attention, acting like I don't see him, staring me down like a star just walked in this bitch. So I went sat to my seat, sat down, chilling. Then I noticed something else. Another man walked through the door. No hate, no homo. This man, in my opinion, he wasn't as fresh as me, wasn't as fly as me, wasn't on my level. He was just an average dude. See, I ain't average, I'm elite. He just an average dude walked in there. Guess what I saw from the women? The same way them women were looking at me when I walked through the door, out of our book, ooh, that god damn. I saw an average dude walk in. T-shirt and jeans. See, I was fly. When I go out, I get fly. I go all out for what I wear, in my opinion. I saw an average dude walking the door, just a basic shirt, jeans, pair of Jordans, some shit, right? He walked in the door. The same way they looked at me, they looked at him. Like another celebrity walked in this bitch. Cause even though he wasn't fresh to death, I can look at him and tell that was a masculine. He had that masculine frame. He wasn't no powder puff. He was an actual. I can look at him. I give credit what credit is due. There was another solid man just walked through the door. Other than me, I wasn't the only one. Another solid man just walked in the door. And when he walked in the door, he wasn't all rich looking, like he owned 10 businesses. He was a regular dude, looked like he worked at the local plant. And he got the same attention I got from the women. I was looking around, I'm just, how you sitting down, listen to the music, vibing, looking around at people. And I see all the eyes go to the front door from the women. They were all them checking them out, and I'm watching them, and I'm trying to see what they're looking at, cause it was like all night long, all the women's eyes turned at the same time, and each time it was a man that walked through the door. All the women turned and looked, and had that look on their face like, damn, a man. I hope he come talk to me. I swear they had that look. Not that look of not wanting to be bothered, but that look of, please let this dude come talk to me. I am tired of sitting here with these women every time I go somewhere. I got to be here with a bunch of my girls looking like I'm having a good time, when in reality, I'm going home and laying up with a pillow and pulling out that But I got to get out here and on social media and whatever and pretend like I'm happy being by myself. All of them had that look on their face when a man walked through the door. Please let this dude come sit next to me. If he sit next to me, I'm hollering at him. Please let one of these dudes come ask me to dance. That's the look I saw on the women's faces last night. I'm very observant. Very observant. That's what I noticed. When I walked through the door, all eyes on me. And every other man that I noticed walked through the door, I'm talking men now. It was some BANs walked in there too. They didn't get no props. Every time a man recognize a man. So I recognize real men when I see them. Cause I'm one. And every time a man walked through that door, I don't care how he was dressed. If he wasn't dressed up, what have you. If he was just a solid dude, a man, when he walked through that door, all eyes was on him. Not just me. I ain't taking all the credit. All eyes was on that man that walked through that door by the women. All these women in here with their girlfriends, with no men. If you're a man nowadays, I know we done went through some trying time with these women, but life has showed up on their ass. I ain't telling you to jump head first back out here trying to talk to them. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying explore your options again. I know life is the best teacher. Cause when couldn't nobody tell me nothing, life did. When nobody else could change me, life changed me. I'm a result of where I am now because of life beating my ass. When I refuse to play life by the rules. Women for so long have been out of order, not playing by the rules. Life came in and said, hey, I'm going to show you how to play. You're going to do it the right way or you're going to suffer. Women have been suffering, whether they admit it or not. They've been suffering in silence, being alone. Ain't nothing wrong with being alone. Them bitches lying. Nobody wants to be alone. We weren't built like that. You cannot overcome the design of nature. I don't care what kind of surgery you have, what kind of drugs you take, you cannot beat nature. You cannot beat life. Life is undefeated. So fellas, right now, good time to be a man. Y'all, I'm just schooling y'all to the game. A lot of y'all probably haven't noticed that like I have because I pay attention to stuff more than the average bear. And what I'm noticing is these women are loosening up on those standards and on those restrictions and on those outrageous, unrealistic expectations they had on men. Life done hit a lot of them upside the head, or what we call a lot of them to hit the wall, what have you. But these women I saw last night, these weren't no wall bangers. I saw some beautiful women checking out average men, looking like, please come say something to me. I could have talked to about 10 women in there last night, and they could have known I talked to all 10 of them, and they still would have gave me the number. That's how it's gotten. Just in my little hometown of Mobile, Alabama. I ain't no telling how it is in bigger cities with more women. This just Mobile, Alabama, where at one time women were really out of control here. You had women 300 pounds thought they were dime pieces. And you couldn't tell them nothing. Mobile is the home of the broke, bad-built, big-back women that think they tens. Mobile is the home of that. So, for Mobile women to be back checking men out again, staring men down when they walk through the door, giving them that look, you talking about a choosing signal, they was choosing. More than I've ever seen women choose in a long time. Women were choosing last night. Any man walked through that door had a 100% chance of getting whatever woman he tried to holler at last night, but the men still wasn't hollering though. We ain't got back to that point yet. That's gonna take some time. That's what I'm telling y'all now. I'm schooling y'all to the game now. If you want to start back hollering again, I know for Mobile, I can't speak for everybody else. In every other city you may live in, it might still be horrible. But what I noticed last night, if we ain't there yet, we headed in the right direction to where women are now realizing the error of their ways. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying it's been spread all over the country. I'm speaking just for that event I was at last night. Those women in there last night, they was ready. They was ready. A man would have had his pickings last night. A change has come. Fellas, pay attention. It's our time now. Again. Get it, got it, good. Bye.